Hello and welcome to issue number 147 of Headline Heroes, a comedy podcast where we take today's headlines, create a comic book origin story. My name is Drew Mick.
I'm Nathan Haynes. Mr. Mick, I was wondering if you could pretend to ask a couple... Oh, sorry. Nathan Haynes from the Golden Valley Herald. I was wondering if you could answer a couple questions about a disquieting rumor or piece of information we've had come out about you and your life.
Wait, what? No, I don't.
So I have something here. It's a very vague piece of information. I was wondering if you could tell me about hot knees.
No!
I have it from a very reputable source, but of course I cannot tell you who my source is.
This is literally half an hour ago.
Sir, please answer the question.
Okay. All right. Now watch. I'm going to talk about this and someone's going to be like, yo, you have a horrible disease. Go to a doctor.
Yeah, you're about to die.
Okay. So I was just sitting there on the couch, eating my food, and Lexi comes over. And I'm like, babe, feel my knees. I've got hot knees. And I was just like, I don't know what it is. My knees right here, they're very hot, but around it, not hot. I got hot knees.
Did you do any research about potentially what your hot knees could mean?
Oh, everything that I searched said red swelling knees. And I was like, well, no, I don't have that. I just have kind of hot knees. They're warm, but just to the touch, right at the joint.
Well, let's see. What causes warm joints? Cancer. Sorry. Butt cancer.
Butt cancer. Speaking of butt cancer, yeah, people may have noticed we don't have Tanner Ackerman here, and we should address that butt cancer in the room.
Yeah. Also, if you have butt cancer, I'm very sorry. It's not a joke, but
yeah. But yeah, Tanner, sadly, this isn't actually a joke. Tanner couldn't join us. His microphone is not working, and that could either be a long fix or an expensive fix. So feel bad for him.
It was for anyone curious. I don't know. We'll maybe fix it, but it would just continually reduce his volume down to 0, which is kind of like taking a step back, hilarious, but also like when you're trying to troubleshoot it, not hilarious at all.
Yeah, Nate, when you're
finally we can just cut him out. Like that's the dream,
Yeah, I love that Audacity was just picking up on what we wanted and just cutting it. He would turn it back up and turn it right back down. I don't know. Maybe you other smart people know what that's about, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on. Oh,
well,
and also it was
for addressing the hot knee situation and the absence of Tanner. Situation.
Yeah. I don't. She mentioned that she was going to tell people, but I didn't see her do anything, so I didn't think she told anyone. And honestly, I thought she would tell that big chat that we've got with a few other friends, and she didn't do that. So she just reached out to you individually.
I was like, is he going to be mad? Like, I need you to tell me. I was like, don't tell me what it is.
I honestly
thought... Is he going to be mad if I bring it up?
I honestly thought, like, when you put me on blast here, I was like, it's probably going to be hot knees, but it's more likely going to be some other bullshit I did.
You're always doing, if you'd stop being on your bullshit, I wouldn't have to keep bringing it up in these impromptu press conferences that you keep holding.
Just going to text Lexi. You're on the couch tonight. Yeah. Hot knees. I don't know. Feeling them now. Not that hot. I don't know.
You and Bill Engvall should get together because doesn't he have that thing on his website? He's got
knee pain. Knee pain is a thing, but again, I can't stress. It's not pain. There's no pain. There's no swelling, no redness. Just hot.
Like knee heat scale that you could do or something.
Yeah. Let me think. On a scale of 1 to 10, 1 is like, I don't know, what's a lukewarm, like,
if you could just, I really would appreciate it if you would do it like Bill does. Out of 100%,
100%.
You can decide yourself and you don't have to tell me what that means. Just give me a number.
I'm going to say I'm at about 70% hot knees.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Well, we'll check in throughout the episode, see how your hot knees are doing.
I appreciate that.
Speaking of hot knees, do those knees go all the way up?
No, just down there.
Oh, okay. So like normal ones.
Just knees. But they're hot. I can't. Nate, they're hot knees. I don't know if you're hearing this.
You put an egg on those bad boys? Maybe that could be
I don't think we're there. Like, we're not at 100%. This
local man's knees are so hot, he could fry an egg on them.
Yeah. Yeah, well, I've bared my soul to you, I guess. Can you bare your soul to me and tell us what we do, please?
I've heard on egg on my face, but egg on my knees? Okay, that's all I have. Yeah, Drew, I'll tell you what we do here. Why not? Drew, every week what you, Tanner, and myself do, or perhaps just a subset of those three, we get together, we take a Strange Bizarre headline from a list of headlines sent in to us from our loyal listeners, and we use that as an origin story for a superhero or a supervillain. Now, I would usually ask Tanner what we did last week, but last week, technically last week we did a reissue of a episode of another podcast that you were on. I don't know if you want to talk about that or not, but
sure, I can talk about that, and that's also a segue into something else I want to talk about. It was we broadcast an episode that was an episode of the Pop-Up Filmcast, which is Keith and Derek. Both have been on this show, where they usually come and they talk about some crazy, bizarre movies that they've come across and just describe that. But on this particular one that I've been on two now, we did one where we created a pirate cat named Captain Hooktail, and then I came back for a sequel to that movie. It was basically, we just improv'd out a movie plot, and there will be a part 3 at some point.
Yeah, I was just about to ask about that.
Yeah, we're talking about it. Probably do it sometime this summer.
What we can expect for that?
I think you can expect a cat with a hook on his tail.
There you go. I mean, that's all you need.
Also, daddy issues. But also that reminds me, speaking of being on other podcasts, and Derek has a podcast, The Wild Pitch. It took a brief hiatus for a while, and he brought it back during this time, had some people on, and it was a lot of fun going on. There was a bit of a different format than what it was before. Now what we do is we just kind of chat and come up with we generate a random thing, person, place, or whatever, and just kind of improv out some random product that we're meant to sell the other person on. It's really fun. I probably don't do it justice at all by talking about it here.
It's a good improv comedy show.
Yeah, for sure. And of course it is part of their backlog. Actually, it was uncovered in a box somewhere for their 1985 season. So, yeah. But yeah, check that out. That just premiered. By this time this comes out, a week ago. So
go check it out.
Mm-hmm. But I should probably tell you what also we did 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm talking so much here.
I mean, I can tell you.
I'm
looking
cheating.
at the same Google Doc that I saw you looking at.
I'm cheating and looking at the Google Doc. And from what I can gather, it was, I think, Bouncy Boy. That was it.
Yep.
Bouncy Boyo.
Bouncy, yeah. Okay,
Bouncy Boyo. Person who has the ability to, shit. What was it?
He has the ability to shit.
Just I don't remember.
No, it was like he could manipulate gravity in specific ways so that he could bounce very easily and like hit people very hard and like prevent himself from having fall damage.
Right, because he was conceived in zero G.
Yeah, as they were falling out of a balcony, I believe.
Mm-hmm. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If I'm wrong. This one's a villain. This last one was a villain, so
yes.
This one should be a hero that we're doing.
Yeah, that would be my. Oh boy, did one of us pick an article? God, without Tanner, we're falling apart.
Oh no, I've got one. It's going to be this one.
Oh, good. Sorry, I caught a little glimpse of I forget what they call it, the URL, the like text in the URL, but there's like a name for it, like the slug, I think. Anyway, what is it? Stop keeping him in suspense.
Oh, yeah. So it's number 9 for you. And the headline is Wendy's kitchen sink bath kids fired. Took fresh slogan way too far. Okay. What? Wait, what's the Wendy's slogan?
I need this is very confusing to me.
It looks to me like, those big industrial sinks they have.
Yeah.
Boy, I'm getting some flashbacks to when I had to work one of these for one of my old jobs. Ooh, big industrial sinks for cleaning dishes, and took a bath in there. What is Wendy's slogan? Because
fresh, never frozen.
That's it. I was like Subway, eat fresh. A lot of fresh.
I also love that at the bottom of this TMZ, I think this is the first TMZ article we've ever had. At the bottom, there is just a link to an article called Stars in the Tub, which has 3 pictures of different stars in a bathtub.
We got Channing, Maybe that's not Channing.
Is that him? No.
That's not Channing. Never mind. Well, now I'm going to click
All right,
it.
now I got to click on it.
Well, God, there's 46 of them here. That's Mariah Carey on the left.
Okay, hold on. Fortunately, it is the fifth one. It's Colton Haynes.
Okay.
Spelled Haynes.
Colton Haynes, notorious. He was, he got into Hollywood for being a Channing Tatum lookalike. Don't check that. Now I'm trying to find who the right one is. The one on the right. Who is it? Why is this a thing? Why is Mariah Carey on here twice? Why is Neve Schulman from Catfish on here? What the fuck?
What is this? Also, there's a lot of clicking in here. I'm assuming you're gonna have to cut out.
Oh,
I'm sorry.
From you? I don't hear it.
Okay, good. It's not showing up on the waveform, so that's good. It is Joanna Krupa.
Oh, just came across her. Yeah, number 29.
Yeah. Yeah. So it looks like this dude, just took a bath, and then this video went viral of him in this bathtub. Well, not a bathtub. Him taking a bath in as the sink indicates, power soak.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a couple aspects here. We got the Wendy's aspect of it, which I think we talked about Wendy's last week. Am I making that up? No, I think I'm thinking of us playing video games. It all blurs together. Quarantine is a
flat circle. It's just.
We got the power soak aspect of it.
Yeah. Oh, power soak. Now, if that was a superpower, what would that be?
I mean,
can absorb water.
I think we should do something a little more grand than this. But like the first thing that, of course, comes to the top of my head. Well, two things. One is just him being a human pressure washer.
Oh, that's kind of cool. Yeah.
And then the other being like the ability to sort of like being basically like Mr. Clean incarnate.
Okay.
Just because like he had, well, basically in that he would have the ability to clean whatever. Like he could clean anything.
And power washing could be a part of that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Now, okay, I got to talk about it, but like number one on my bucket list, I keep it simple. I keep it real. I want to power wash something that's just like super dirty. Mm-hmm. So if you come across that in your house, let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know. Because what is there there's that subreddit that's like power washing porn.
And I watch it. It's so good. Most of the time they cut it off too early. I just want to keep watching.
Do you think people do that on purpose? Like they have to know, right? Like
maybe there's a limit to the GIF, but honestly, just give me the YouTube video. Fuck.
I want the audio. It makes it even better.
Yeah. Or like maybe get rid of the audio, but like put Claire de Lune in there. God, it'd be just beautiful. The more and more I drift closer to dad, that dad star, and just someday I will just be pulled into its orbit without having a kid.
It's fun, I put a new garbage disposal in my house this last weekend. It was great.
Yeah, and you had some dad help.
I did. Dad, my father-in-law came over and showed me how to do it because fuck if I know how to put in a garbage disposal.
You had a certified dad come on over. You had to ask for his ID, his dad ID.
Yep.
And this was because your dad, too far away, couldn't come over and help.
Could not.
My dad, I don't even know if my dad could do that. I mean, maybe.
Honestly, there are instructions. Like I'm glad he came over and helped genuinely because it was very helpful. But like, I guess I could have figured it out. I don't know.
Yeah. But no, let's talk more about this power soak.
About power washing boy, about this washer boy.
Now, is this this video? Yes, he got fired, but are we witnessing an origin story here?
That's kind of what I was thinking. Like, I mean,
then maybe
does he get the powers from the power soak?
Yeah. Is it a special sink? Or is it a special soap? Is it a combination? Was there something in the water?
Because I mean, you have a lot of stuff. I mean, you could. There's. I'm trying to think because there's a lot of stuff you'd be cleaning off of food, but it's just food waste, right? So like, there's nothing.
Yeah,
there.
but
So,
and
like,
chances are, if you put your body in there, you're probably
out?
cleaning it out before you go in. So
Yeah,
there could be food, I guess.
Maybe it's a new soap or like a new like proprietary soap they were testing out that
it's a
wasn't
video.
meant
Holy
to be
shit.
used as a full body wash.
Oh, sorry. Oh man, and it's during operation hours too.
Oh, did you start the video?
Yeah, I did.
Okay, well, let's take a little break here. We'll watch it. Damn. It's just, he's having a great time. Man, I don't know. Maybe I'm just old, but like, I also like to think that I was responsible even in my youth. How do you get to the point where you're like, this is good? This is a good idea.
I mean, it's evolved from the phrase "do it for the vine," and then this is TikTok. So this kid, I don't know. I feel like he just wanted it for the video.
Yeah, I mean, whereas I'm over here like, well, if I'm going to do this fucking thing, there will be no video of it. Absolutely,
yeah, that's
not.
true.
But yeah, it looks like on the right hand side. I'm so fucking old. I don't know what this heart and this comment thing. Like, there's live streaming.
Definitely,
it seems like
definitely,
TikTok?
yeah, TikTok, yeah.
Okay. This is like I'm feeling the anxiety of being a person who used to know what things are and doesn't know what things are anymore. Because I was like, is this TikTok? And I genuinely meant it.
Yeah, and without sound, it looks like the manager is mad. I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I would hope so.
And maybe he's not the manager. Maybe that's just some other worker. I don't know. Yeah. He
actually, with the audio, I don't think it's actually it's like the shift lead maybe, but he doesn't seem to give a fuck.
Yeah. So, and apparently he wasn't the only one fired, the kid in the sink. Apparently several workers were canned.
I feel like the minute you like let somebody do that and don't say anything and just take a video of it instead, you just get you fired.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, what happened to this dude? What is it? The
I like the idea of it's something in the water and it absorbs through his skin, something like that.
I think we could go.
And maybe that's how he recharges now. He just soaks up water.
Oh, so he's got a limit on his power. So like he runs out, he's got to run to the nearest swimming pool.
He's got to find water somehow.
Excuse me, ma'am, could I sit in your sink, please, really quickly?
And like, and not like it's like a one shot and done kind of thing. No, he can probably go for 30-minute boss fight doing it.
Yeah, I would say like maybe daily he's gotta
and
charge
like,
up.
If we do, I like the pressure washer thing, and like I feel, oh no, it's still a lot of water. It's just a lot of water out of a small
hole.
Yeah, basically just forced out faster.
Speaking of pressure washers, I did the dumbest thing when I was I can't really, I just remembered this.
Oh boy. Yes.
Yeah. Speaking of, like, I was outside pressure washing some stuff. God, I'm so dumb. And it was like you had a trigger on it that you could pull and it like a little water would come out.
Uh-huh.
And then like you'd pull it all the way and then it would, burst water. I had some stuff on my foot, and I was like, I can clean that off with the water. Like, don't pull it very hard. Well, of course, I pulled the whole damn thing. Like,
oh no,
it was hard to maintain. Just like, so I basically aimed a pressure washer at my toes. Good plan.
What happened? Did it hurt?
I think it was. I want to say I like lost the nail eventually, but
ouch.
But fortunately, like nothing worse happened. And I was just like, what a stupid. Like thinking back, what a stupid thing to try and do.
Kids are dumb. In my mind, I just somehow was reminded of, this is not on the same level as you, but like my dad was like making something that required the Hershey's cocoa powder, and like he opened it up and was like, maybe he was probably just making hot chocolate. And he opened it up, was spooning it in, and I like looked at it and I was like mesmerized by it. I think it was a brand new open one, and I just like blew on it. And and it got everywhere. And my dad was like, what the hell?
Why would you do that?
Why would you do that? He basically said that. And then he like started laughing because it was just funny. Because I was just like, I don't know why I did that.
I thought you were going to say that you ate it. Because I know there was a part of me that was always like, oh, cocoa powder must be good.
That would be
no,
nasty.
Not by itself.
Although one time I made myself a sick ice cream sundae. Like I had a banana in there, chocolate syrup, sprinkles, and then I decided that vanilla extract would be good. Oof, it was not. Oh boy. Or no, it wasn't vanilla. It was mint extract. I wanted just a little bit of mint on there. Just like
pouring concentrated mint alcohol
and
on your ice cream.
Was not good. I don't think my mom knows about that. I probably wasted like, I knew I didn't want to put a lot on there, but in my mind, a little was a lot. Anyway, let's just say with this kid, it was the soap, some experimental soap that Wendy's was trying out.
Yeah. And it obviously not meant to be used on the whole human body in the power soak. I think all these things combined into a bad situation.
So I have a question. Is he just now naturally sudsy? Can does he like, if he puts water in himself by soaking, does like, when it comes out, is it sudsy? Like it suds within himself? Is the soap within him?
Oh, is it still within him?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if we're going for the like power washing Mr. Clean angle, I kind of want to say yes. Like the soap is always present. Like
if he is wet, like after showering, and he like rolls across, the scrubbing bubbles little icon. Yeah, where it's like just bubbles trailing behind the scrub brush. That's him.
Personified.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. I'm down with that.
So when he shoots out water, how does he do it? Is it like a finger gun thing? Is it Spider-Man wrist?
I think we could go for like if the water came in via his skin. Like I kind of think it would be cool if he could like push it out at any part of his skin that he wants in whatever concentration. Like if he wanted to, he could just do a full aqua blast from all sides, but like otherwise he could just do kind of a fun like finger gun point.
But if he does that wastes all the water in him.
Yeah, but that's like a last resort kind of thing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. I love that. But yeah, he usually is using his like hands to aim, and yeah, can he control the pressure that it comes out?
I think that would be useful in making a hero like. Or a villain. I mean, just making a character that they have some control over it.
Because, like, if he's part of the shitty X-Men, of course, and they've got a fundraise, so of course they're going to do a car wash.
So yeah, he could be there, kind of spraying off some
there, or he gets on the hood, lays across the hood, and just like rolls across, just leaving it all.
It's very sexy.
Yeah. And then who else is a part of the shitty X-Men? Person who's like
someone who can blow air pretty hard, but like not hard enough to really do much.
So these are the shitty X-Men are just car washing.
Yeah, they're all specifically good at car washing.
And one is like a towel, like doesn't have the sudsing thing, but can just wipe off and get so dry.
Yeah, and what a shine on it.
Oh yeah, then there's a polishing guy.
Puts his mouth up on the thing and just
right across it. But it takes our power soak boy a little while before he finds his crew. For a while he's on his own.
Yeah. Does he have like an overall I mean, he's clean, he can clean obviously, but like was he focusing on anything in particular?
What I mean, he could literally he wants to clean up the streets.
Oh, so he just goes into neighborhoods that just are dirty.
Yeah.
It doesn't really matter the crime level. If he sees a street that's not cleaned properly, he's there.
And maybe that's how he starts, but then like eventually his mission evolves. Like cleaning the street is more than just washing the street, and it's like, cleaning up the crime. And he realizes one of these days he sees someone getting mugged, and he just sprays them in the back, and they like get knocked unconscious and helps them out. Oh man. So you know how Spider-Man leaves behind notes?
Yes.
What if he pressure washes a note into like a wall or the sidewalk?
Dude, we're going to have to, I gotta get a pressure washer out of here to clean that up. And he's like, haha, that's the point.
That's the point. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe at first he's also pressure washing like dicks and
like I feel like there's a story about people getting potholes fixed by
putting like penises over it. Yeah. Classic. Okay. We haven't even reached half an hour yet. I feel like what else can we talk about here?
Let's see. Well, what kind of powers? So, I mean, he's got water coming out. What else can he do? Does he fly? Does he like have an Iceman flying kind of thing where he can use water out of his feet, or does that waste it too much? That would have to be a sizable amount of pressure.
He can do it for a little bit. It's but it's very. He's very strategic about it. He doesn't want to waste it, because what if he lands and he's in the middle of like a bunch of like Agent Smiths He needs to take them all out.
So he's got to get around somehow, right? What if he's like tricked out like an old hearse to be like to have a bathtub in the back of it with like a bunch of big water containers? I forget what is the company that Culligan? Is that it?
Culligan. Hey, Culligan,
yeah, like
man.
a bunch of Culligan water containers in the back,
like
so that in an emergency
things.
he can dump out all the water. What
if it's just a Culligan truck? Have you ever seen those things?
No, I should look.
It's basically just like, it's like a truck that rolls up. It's like Swanson, on the sides, you can lift up parts of it.
Oh yeah, he's got a Culligan truck for sure.
Culligan.
That he's reskinned to just be maybe a plain white truck, so as not to.
Yeah, and you see how you can lift up the sides. Each side has its own little like three things that can lift up, and inside is a bunch of gallon containers. So if he needs to suds up real quick, there it is. It's been a while since we gave someone or I don't feel like we do it enough. Like
giving someone a vehicle?
Yeah.
Usually I think we come to a conclusion that allows them to get around with their powers very easily, but given that we've sort of placed what I think to be a very good restriction on this dude's power set, it kind of makes sense for him to have his own little vehicle.
Yeah, I like it. Okay.
Favorite movie is The Waterboy, but we already discussed The Waterboy.
We don't need to talk about The Waterboy again. What's another water movie?
Like 3 weeks ago.
Water movie. Water for Elephants. Water World.
Water World. He loves Water World. He's like, a world where there's only water.
What's that?
Is Water World where there isn't enough water? What is that movie about?
It's like Volcano.
Why is it called Water World then?
Because there's no water. It's you gave me the restriction of Water World, but there is no water.
No, but like what? Is that what the movie's about?
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what we're talking about now.
I'm wondering what the movie Waterworld is about.
Oh, I don't know what that movie's about.
People like it. But the setting of the film is in the distant future. The polar ice cap is completely melted and the sea level has risen over 2,500 feet, covering nearly all the land.
Wow. I didn't know that it was this actiony and kind of has like an Escape from New York feel to it. I honestly thought that it was a chick flick, and that is just what I've...
Oh, really?
Yeah, and this is blowing my mind, honestly. Oh, I should watch this. This is sci-fi? Are you kidding
Costner
me?
As the Mariner, a lone drifter.
Hell yeah, I want to watch this. What's that Disney Channel original movie about a mermaid?
Oh, this is like Splash.
Splash is that thing with Tom Hanks, right?
I honestly don't know.
Splash is a movie with Tom Hanks about a mermaid, but it's not a Disney Channel original movie. I think it's something about like 13 years or something like that.
The 13th year.
That's it.
Oh my God. I had vague memories of this movie for the longest time. And I knew it was a Disney Channel original movie, but I couldn't for the life of me.
It's about, isn't it a boy or is it a girl? Mm-hmm. It's a boy. All I remember about that movie is one time he it's basically just an allegory for puberty. And at one point in school, he's at a drinking fountain and he just discovers he fucking loves water and just keeps drinking water at the drinking fountain. And I'm like, yeah, homie, hydrate. Hell yeah. That's what you do. And you know what? I love water. It's great.
I'm drinking some water right now.
Yeah, I'm drinking a beer, but I'll switch to water because it's a heavy beer. But oh shit, it's available on Disney Plus, of course.
Gotta check that out.
I have to watch that. Yeah, a lot of Waterworld movies.
He loves all of them.
Yeah, except Finding Nemo. He can't deal with that.
Is there any movie about cleaning? Movies about cleaning. There's the Cleaning Lady horror movie. I wonder if Tanner's watched that. There's Sunshine Cleaning. No,
you know what?
There's a market here.
If I'm thinking about it, I think Good Will Hunting, because he was a janitor. Also, okay, I searched movies about janitors, and the fourth one that came up was Good Will Hunting, but then the second one that came up was Joe Dirt. I love it. All right, let's move on. Let's do, what do we do?
Usually I think we go on to costume, then comic book cover.
Okay, yeah. And we could do some fun things with costume.
Yeah.
It's got to be a material that lets him... Oh, ooh.
I hate to say...
Nude.
I mean, maybe he's just doing like a Speedo or something, because you got to have that skin available at all times.
Banana hammock? Or
Does it have to be a banana hammock? Is banana... Okay, are Speedos and banana hammocks, are they mutually exclusive?
They aren't. I mean, a banana hammock might be a Speedo, but a Speedo
I got to
doesn't have
search
to be a
banana
banana
hammock,
hammock.
and I'm not happy about it.
Yeah. Maybe at first he does the Borat thing, but then he gets more streamlined. It's more maybe what an Olympic swimmer would wear.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
And also, I think he's got to have goggles. Like, just because he has, well, maybe he is immune to the soap in the eyes. Because, I mean, he is just like sudsy naturally now.
Yeah, I feel like it's just become part of his blood system.
Yeah, but goggles is such a cool look, though.
You know, you're right. Do it for the Vine.
I just feel like we got to give him something else.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. And plus the idea of his whole thing just being like goggles and a Speedo is like something very funny about that.
Yeah, and maybe he's got one of those swim shoes. Because, I mean, ouch. You don't want to...
And plus, you got to have some traction. He can still slip.
Oh, yeah, of course. That's a good point. Comic book cover, then. What's a good... I mean, we could do the car wash. Maybe we do two-part. With one hand, he's like spraying off a car, but his main focus is he's seeing crime across the street, and he's like raising his hand to like do something about that.
Yeah, I like that.
Shows off both levels of the spectrum.
He's a lover and a fighter.
Mm-hmm.
He's a washer and a fighter.
Okay, and then name. I feel like this is going to be some good stuff. I think we got a lot. We got
well, what if his name was something and we could call him his name is Wally and we could call him Water Wally.
Oh, what's that? Tanner, I didn't see you join the call here. Oh, what?
Okay, so yeah, I don't think there's anything involved with Wendy's. I think there's the term power soak, which could be something.
Okay. What if his name is Walt and his name is Power Walt?
Why would that be something?
I don't know.
But I mean, I'm into it and let's do it. Approved.
Maybe his something with like suds or power wash or soak, super soaker.
Super soaker is good, but also like
is a thing.
I just can't abide us ripping off super soaker.
Yeah, super suds.
Super power.
Super.
I like the word suds.
Suds, yeah.
Super suds is good because it has the alliteration.
Yeah, and also just super.
And super, yeah.
Power suds. I kind of like super suds.
Yeah, super suds I think is where we're at, unless we want to sit and spin for a while.
Nah, I don't think it's worth it.
Nah.
All right.
Super suds is good.
Cool. Then I think that does it for us. Boy, I'm continuing to think about that Hershey's powder thing, and it's just causing me to internally cringe just every time.
Well, to get you, let's get you off of that, and why don't you start playing us out?
Oh, you want me to do it? Okay.
Well, I suppose I could, because then we could switch off.
That's true. So you know what? I take it, and I'm gonna pass it right back to you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So I don't do this very often. That was our episode of Headline Heroes. We created Super Suds, who has the ability to project water at a high rate out of any part of his body until he has to refuel by soaking. At this time, we wanted to thank Brett Jacobson, who of course did the art for our podcast. Brett has never touched soap in his life, and he's actually deathly afraid of it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and you can tell.
Yeah.
He's got a real pig pen look to him.
You know, have you ever heard of those people who say that you should never wash a pair of blue jeans, true blue jeans, because like you should just like leave them in like in the freezer to like kill the bacteria, and that's how you get the best. I feel
like
ever heard about this?
No,
it's a thing. It's like it's like people who don't wash their jeans, and like they just basically.
I feel like they would get real crunchy.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. But Brett kind of feels like that with his whole life.
I don't think that would go well with my hot knees.
Yeah, definitely not a hot knees. People with hot knees cannot do this.
Okay. Yeah.
But that's how Brett kind of lives his whole life. As far as his washing schedule goes.
Yes.
We also want to thank Carl Sorensen. Carl, of course, does music for our podcast and helps with all the post-production of the audio. If you're interested in working with Carl on any sort of musical project, you can reach out to him at carljsorensen.com.
Guess what, dude? You have more.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. I feel like I've been talking for forever.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
But, I mean, it's very important to note that we are a part of the PodFix Network, a wonderful collection of podcasts that have banded together to sort of help each other out and grow. If you're interested in learning more about them, you can go to podfixnetwork.com, where they have linked to their Facebook, a group, a Twitter, and Instagram, and all the links for all the podcasts that are part of the network.
If you come across any articles you'd like that are crazy, wacky, send them our way. Oh, we got big news. I mentioned it in our intro last week, but big news. We got our Twitter back. It's still the same handle at @headline_heroes. So you can send them there. More importantly, though, we did lose, in fact, all of our followers. So if you followed us at one point, please follow us again. You will no longer be following us. And if you've never followed us, now is a good time to jump on. Do that. It would help us out a lot. We had close to like 500 followers, I think, and now lost all of those. So that's a big bummer, but we will rebuild. Not only can you send them to our Twitter, but we have our Facebook group, of course, at Headline Heroes. We have our Gmail, our email, headlineheroescast@gmail.com, and our subreddit r-headline heroes. If you want to call in and leave us a voicemail, please do. Number is 319-596-6766. So give us a call. We'd love to play it. Whatever you're listening to us on, be it iTunes, Google Play, or any other podcast app, if you can just go ahead and hit subscribe, we would really love that. Give us a rating, give us a review, something positive, preferably. Tell a friend about us. And finally, thank you for listening, and we hope you'll pick up the next issue of Headline Heroes.